Her husband had been missing for over 10 days. The household was completely out of food and supplies. To feed herself and her son, Gina sheared over 100 pounds of sheep's wool, exchanged it for more than 5,000 rupees, and bought back a large quantity of provisions. Today the weather was absolutely perfect. Gina lifted the curtain, letting sunlight and fresh air into the room. Her husband was nowhere to be found, and the home was utterly depleted. Gina had to find a way to make some money, so she went to the sheep pen, let out a lamb, and secured it to a tree branch. Then she took out her shears, knelt on the ground, and began shearing the wool. The lamb was remarkably docile. No matter how Gina sheared it, it stood completely still. Before long, Gina had given it a fresh new look. Next, Gina started shearing the second lamb. She spent the entire morning shearing. Gina gathered over 100 pounds of wool. After taking it down the mountain to exchange for money, it was enough to feed her and her son for several days. Back home, Gina began preparing lunch. She stoked the fire, then scooped a ladle of rice into the pot. Then she carried the pot out to the courtyard and began rinsing the rice with mountain spring water. After thoroughly washing the grains, Gina added a bit of cold water to the pot and secured the lid tightly. Next, she mixed water with some mud and spread the mixture evenly across the bottom and sides of the pot. After applying the mud, Gina washed her hands and placed the pot over the fire. While the rice cooked, Gina began preparing the side dish. She took a bitter gourd, cut it in half, and peeled it. Then Gina diced it into chunks as Gina's favorite vegetable. Bitter gourd has a soft, sticky, and dense texture. It tastes delicious no matter how it's prepared and is a common edible gourd in Nepal. After the rice was cooked, Gina started cooking the vegetables. She placed the wok over the stove and poured in a generous amount of oil. Once the oil heated up, Gina took out the freshly bought eggs. Today she planned to make fried eggs. She cracked 2 eggs into a bowl, added salt, and whisked them thoroughly. Then she grabbed the seasonings, sprinkling some cumin seeds into the wok to toast them. She poured in the egg mixture, and the eggs quickly set, filling the air with a fragrant aroma. Gina scooped out the cooked eggs and tossed in the bitter melon. After a quick stir-fry, she spooned a bit of each seasoning into the pan and continued stir-frying. When it was nearly done, Gina took the pan off the heat. Mother and son could finally eat. Though small in stature, her son had a hearty appetite. Gina scooped a generous portion of rice for him, then divided the eggs equally between them and shared the bitter melon between the two. Mother and son sat down to eat together. After a morning of hard labor, Gina was famished. She ate heartily, hoping her husband would return soon.